Viral was a solo exhibition by Enrico Isamu Oyama that was held at the Nakamura Keith Haring collection in Yamanashi, Japan. In the exhibit, common points of the two artists, Haring and Oyama, are explored through the key term viral. While the word viral originally describes the rapid spreading of a pathogen, it is currently used to describe content gaining attention, spreading, and being shared rapidly on the internet, such as social media. Such as the word computer virus, virus as a metaphor in the technology sphere is not a new thing. However, while the term computer virus connotes a negative, infectious implication, the viral phenomenon in social media is tied to spreading or rapid growth, concepts akin to movement or speed, and has a more positive connotation implying gaining popularity. Today, cloud and mobile computing has become widespread, and the daily imagination inspired by digital life has shifted its base from concepts of hardware such as machines and equipment, which are reminiscent of a body or a house, to concepts of software such as services and applications, networks and platforms, which are reminiscent of natural environment and surroundings. The expression viral is also changing from something negative that invades the human body or machine in order to cause harm, to something positive, such as the ability to breed life and self-generating life power in an artificial nature. This duality, or the shift from the negative to positive in terms of the word viral, gives us clues in order to understand the core of the artist Keith Haring. Haring appeared on the New York street art scene in the 1980s and died at the young age of 31 in 1990 from AIDS, which was a raging viral phenomenon at the time. Since Haring was gay and an AIDS activist, there is a close connection between the image of the artist and the sign of the times. On the other hand, Haring was a person with rare vitality. His desire to draw was exceptional, and in addition to his famous subway drawings, murals, and canvases, Haring drew on any flat surface he could, including cardboards, postcards, and napkins. And there are episodes of him giving away these drawings unhesitatingly to friends and even people he had just met, as if he was trying to leave as many pieces of himself as he could in the world, knowing he had little time left to live. In a sense, Haring, as an individual artist, caught the worldwide pandemic of HIV virus into his own body and integrated its erosion into his own life power, blending both the positive and the negative energy into his drawing expression and spread it back throughout the world. Taking the threat of virus, spread and growth, and replacing its virulence to the creation of life, and then rethinking it as vital, the affirmation of life. Such critical thinking at the core of Haring was also tied to the spirit of the time and the art genre that is presently known as street art, or more specifically, aerosol writing. The act of young people writing their names on subway cars with aerosol paint started in New York in the 1970s. At the time, they called it writing, and used it in a positive way to express their amorphous identities, while NYC officials and the public called it graffiti and deemed it an antisocial, negative activity. The duality of writing overlaps with Haring's practice that critically flips the positive and the negative surrounding the HIV virus. The reason writing was painted on the subway cars was because it was a medium that crisscrossed and circulated the city in its various areas. This kind of transborder characteristic becomes a threat against the system. Whether it was HIV or writing, a reason why it was considered negative was because of the inability to control its spreading. This analogy also applies to our current debate surrounding immigration and terrorism. Through the life of Keith Haring, we should be able to positively rethink these various concepts that intermingle in a complex way. Transborder activities such as spreading, breeding, crossing, distribution, circulation, transportation, and transboundary are not obscure, anonymous, and uncontrollable, but actually full of lightness and vitality, and probably even attract recognition and popularity in the contemporary society when SNS is at its zenith. In that sense, Haring's pop art still resonates with the times even 30 years after his death. This context also flows into Oyama's motif, quick turn structure, QTS. QTS removes the letters from the visual language of aerosol writing, extracting only the movement of the lines, and turning them into an abstract shape through iteration and expansion. Subway writing, spread through, crossing the city. QTS reinterprets that concept by designing itself as a viral icon that applies and acclimates to a variety of mediums, including not only the regular physical objects such as walls, canvases, papers, and found objects, but also digital, conceptual, and social platforms such as videos, live performances, and collaborations with fashion brands. This is made possible by QTS's self-organizing structure. With its strong identity, QTS can maintain itself even when it's in dialogue with changing environments or contexts. This consistency is even expressed in the title numbers of the pieces. QTS lives its own vital life in a sphere where works and their production are sustained. Through such consideration of the duality of viral, vital, and its transborder activity, the term viral, as a keyword to bridge Haring and Oyama, became the title of the exhibit. This exhibition mainly focuses on the paintings among the various mediums of QTS expression, but the selection includes diverse styles with different gradations of monochromatic colors, as well as variety in scales, composition, textures, and layering. The exhibition aimed that both Oyama's works of QTS and Haring's work will be exhibited in synergy, creating rich and multifaceted insights on both sides. In the unique context provided by Nakamura Keith Haring Collection, one of the largest collections of Keith Haring artworks in the world,